So recently things have just been kind of, I'm taking care of different people in my life, my son's thumb and my husband's eye. And one of the things that I wanted to share is this. With me being in the healthcare worker, I do take a lot of time to talk to my patients, to get to know them, to make sure that they're well taken care of. And recently, because of my husband's eye, and I had to talk to one of the doctors about the situation. And what happened was, he was very caring. He was answering a lot of questions, and he was like, yeah, come to my clinic and I'll take care of your husband if you want to. And it really made me tear up because of the fact that, wow, like it feels like things are coming back to me in a different form. And after talking to him, I felt like there was no strings attached. It's very like all in, the compassion is there, and I felt as if this is how things are supposed to be like in people's lives. And I'm saying that is because a lot of times my life, I grew up in a very transactional relationship type thing. And even though the relationship themselves are not transactional, I grew up learning, tending more toward, okay, I give you this because you gave me that. A lot of times other people would give us gifts, and then we will be like, return it because you know what, you gave me this, so I give you back this. And it's not like from the heart, right? And so that was something that I was finally feeling. It's like, because one of my friends was saying, do you know what, from what you're doing with your patients, I'm sure they really receive your care and they appreciate your work. And I was like, oh, I hope so. And she's like, no, like really, I believe that they appreciate what you're giving to them. And when I was actually on the receiving end of it, that's when I'm like, yeah, like I really do appreciate that extra little thing that they and the doctor did for me. And also, like, I'm sure that the people that I interact with, they appreciate that little extra thing that I give back to them without anything. And so why I'm sharing this is because when it comes to community, because one of the people in my coaches group, they were talking about what a community means. And Phoebe and I are always talking about what building a community and what does that mean, because in the back of my head I still have like a specific idea of what a community is, because of the transactional relationships, and I feel like I don't want that. Like, what does this community mean? But when I go onto Reddit and I respond to messages, or when people send me emails and I respond to their questions, or to respond to whatever they send to me, it is based on my own time that fits me, and yet I'm also responding and connecting with people who are not in my immediate vicinity. It's like it could be like halfway around the world, you know. And this community is growing, and I know that it is right now is kind of like a very sparse community, and yet I believe that it's starting to grow. And it doesn't have to be difficult, or just have to care. People, like, I just have to care about others, and then other people will care about me. And that's what community means to me. And even talking about it, it's very emotional to me, because I never really had that growing up. It's always been me, myself, and I kind of growing up in my own household. We never had play dates or like, you know, like a big group of friends. So that's why I was trying really hard to wrap my head around building this community. And I actually do enjoy that, because I know that there are people who needs me, and I just have to respond in this way that would fit my lifestyle right now, with a full-time job, with a 7-year-old son. It's like what fits me right now, and I am not going to beat myself up over it. I just have to let it grow and see where it is. So moving on, I will be sharing a lot more content, answering questions, or giving advices, or sharing what I've been up to. And I appreciate everybody, or anyone who had reached out to me, who had corresponded with me. I appreciate you. And if you need anything, you can always send me an email. I'm just an email away, or you can put in a comment, and I will respond as best as I can. Thank you very much, and I will continue to put out all these contents. If there is anything you would like me to address or talk about, you can also give me some ideas as to what you would like to ask the questions. And that's it from me. Thank you, and I appreciate you. And this road can be very hard. I was just responding to one person's post, and because it can feel very lonely, especially with the people in their lives turning against them. If people in your life are turning against you while you're trying to stand up for yourself, it can be very lonely. And yet at the same time, even though I'm not there physically, I want you to know that I'm here with you, rooting for you, giving you strength, walking alongside you, so you don't feel so lonely, because you're worthy to be stood for, and you're worthy to stand for yourself. So I'm right here. Thank you, and I'll see you later.